do. So it's all good in the neighborhood. There we go. Let's get some. There we go. All right. Sometimes it's just nice to have those filters working. I think I'm doing too much with this. All right. But anyways. I was going to go live. Just got finished making some content today, and I was wanted to do this subject matter because it's going to be a busy week, so I'm not really going to be able to have much time to go live on Instagram like that. But I wanted to talk about a specific subject matter in regards to being a parent. Now, am I a parent? No, I'm not a parent, and I have nothing but love and respect for people who are parents, especially in today's crazy world. Crazy, ever-changing world on a regular basis. But I've finally come to the conclusion that I am not parent material. And that's why I give a lot of love and respect to people who are parents. I was raised by a single mother because my dad was killed when I was 3 years old by a drunk driver. That's why I have no respect for people with DUIs and people who continuously want to get DUIs. But I've come to the conclusion that I'm not father material because, one reason, I like my me time. Most parents I know don't have much me time. They have to devote their everything to their children. Is there anything wrong with that? Absolutely not. Because hey, if you have them, you're supposed to take care of them. Supposed to be the best parents that you can be. Number two, not that big on socializing with people like that. And usually when I'm socializing with others, especially specifically grown men, the subject matters that I like to engage in usually involved with investments, business, things of that nature. And what are we going to do? Not just idle chit chat, not just hanging out and doing fraternity guy stuff or stuff like I'm still 15 years old, things of that nature. Another reason I don't think I'm parent material is I love to travel a lot. Most working people I know can't really go anywhere, and if they do, it's usually within a 2 to 3 hour radius. Especially if you look at the prices. I've noticed, especially the last year. I've noticed that every time I traveled, especially even during the summertime, you'd think that I would have seen more children on airplanes more families, not children, families on airplanes. But I noticed there was a lack of families traveling through the airport. And I know most of the people I know who are parents, majority of the time, they don't really fly their kids anywhere. They usually just end up driving them somewhere, because if you think about it, just, two spouses and even one child, that trip is going to be almost $1,000 unless they're utilizing air miles or they just get a special deal because they have a family member who works for an airline. Majority of the time, they ended up just like a lot of my friends who have kids. They usually take their kids to a place within a 2 to 3 hour radius. Anything wrong with that? Absolutely not. So I'm not knocking people who are parents. I'm not knocking people who are not parents. I'm not really knocking anybody. This is just me talking about my life and how I look at things. But that's the number one thing. I love to travel. I love to explore new and different places and whatnot. If like great example, like I have dogs, and one of my dogs is in a little pain right now, so I'm gonna take him to the vet tomorrow. But like a buddy of mine just hit me up and was like, "Hey, you want to meet at the bar so we can have a drink? We want to talk about this specific business deal that we're thinking about getting into within the new year." And I'm just like, I can't tonight because I want to make sure that my dog is good. But I'll see you next time. Anything else from a business perspective, we can just discuss that later. But being able to have that freedom to get up and go, because most times people who are parents, especially depending on their kids, the age of their child, like, hey, I can't go. I can't just pick up and go. I love that, being able to just pick up and go. I love that I can go plan business trips with no issues. I love that I can go on vacation with no issues. These are the things that matter the most. Hold on one second. So anyways, of course my phone would fall. But anyways, that's just how I look at it at the end of the day. You know, like I got nothing but love and respect for people who are parents. I got nothing but love and respect for people who want to become parents. Like I said, at the end of the day, it's all about what you want to do. It's all about the goals and the ambitions that you have at the end of the day. And a lot of times people, you know, the people that just love to shame people who don't have children, or people who love to shame people who do have children, my mindset has always been, it's your life. You got to live it. As long as you're not hurting anybody, do your thing. Because the problem with the world, and this subject matter actually came up because there's another YouTuber, I think his name is Kevin Gates, or I forgot his. I know it's Kevin something, but anyways, he talks about he lives a great nomadic lifestyle, and because of the nomadic lifestyle that he lives, you know, he lived in Florida. And Timothy Ward, that's his name. You guys should look up a guy named Timothy Ward. I was like, I knew the name was going to pop up in my mind. But Timothy Ward is a great podcaster. And he's become very popular for one specific reason. He lives life for the most part on his own terms. He doesn't care. Now, me and him have a lot of different philosophies and whatnot, because I like having money work for me, but he doesn't care about having an IRA, doesn't care about having a 401k. He loves the fact that he lives in Colorado, makes money online, you know, doesn't have to have a regular job. He makes, you know, he works odd jobs here and there. If he wants to work more to get more money, then he does. And if he doesn't want to work more, he makes sure he has enough money saved up so that he can do whatever he freaking wants. And he loves that freedom. You know, he's more happy with his life. And he talks about why he's not in a relationship. Because I thought I was antisocial, but he definitely, or I thought I was, I forgot that one specific personality. Introvert, yeah. I thought I was an introvert, but he's more of an introvert than I am. He loves to go hiking by himself, and he makes some of the best videos when he's hiking through a specific mountainous area. So he's living life on his own terms, and he could not be happier with that. And I got nothing but love and respect when it comes to that, because that's the kind of person that he is, you know. Let me switch this up. There we go. So that's the person that he is. He loves living life on his own terms, and he loves the fact that he's able to, you know, and he broke down the reasons why he's not in a relationship and why he doesn't have children. He talks about how he doesn't even like having that many friends, and he darn sure doesn't want to be friends. He likes having the freedom to get up and go, just like I stated. But he even said, he went even further. He was talking about, I don't want to have to be friends with people who have kids. Then I have to do all that. Then I have to go to PTA meetings, you know, parent conferences, things that, and he broke down, and I was just like, well, hey, you spoke the real. He loves living alone. So he's like, hey, I don't want to be in a relationship, because I know eventually I'm going to have to spend more time with my significant other. And he's like, that does not work for me. And, you know, and I remember looking at the comments, and people were giving him hell because he said what he said. And I'm just like, it's his life. He wants to live life on his terms. I don't see an issue with that. But that's the problem in today's world. So many people still, what works for you does not work for other people. Okay, so many people love to, I'm uploading videos here, so I was like, let me do this now while I'm in the mood, because most likely I'm not going to have the time this week, and I might not even feel like doing this later. So, but yeah, he's not in the mood for to be a regular person. He doesn't want to be a father. He does not want to be a husband. He doesn't even want to be anybody's boyfriend. So he likes living life on his own terms. I cannot knock that, because, you know, my mindset is this. Every day we wake up, we're the ones that have to be like, hey, I'm proud of me. We're the ones that have to say, hey, I'm comfortable with me, you know, and we have to be able to just go from there and respect people's wishes. You know what I mean? It's like, that's the problem. A lot of people just can't do that. You know, they still want you. It's like, I always say this, an old coworker of mine, he says we haven't evolved past high school because people still want us to live in this freaking box. And a lot of us are just not box material. That's the best way for me to put it. You know, a lot of us are just not box material. So, and then a lot of us love to live in a box. There's a lot of people I went to high school with, went to college with, and they're living in the living lifestyle based off of society standards. They're married, they have children, and they could not be happier. And my mindset is this: if you're happy, then that's what it is. You know, like, because the problem is with a lot of times with people, especially in the social media world, everybody wants to flex and floss to impress other people. And in my personal opinion, that is the biggest / waste of freaking time. Why would you want to do that? All right. We have one life. You better start living it. And the way that the world is now, most people, working people, don't have time to be around people that's going to suck the life out of them like a blood sucking tick. You know. So if you don't want to be a parent like me, then don't do it. You know. And like a lot of my friends that I even went to school with, you know, we don't, because they're parents now, because you know they're family people. They you know, only hang out with people that are in that same club. You know, like I said, we don't evolve past high school. Is there anything wrong with that? Absolutely not. Now we still talk every now and then, you know, but we're not as quote unquote tight as we used to be because we live two different lifestyles. You know, and I'm not like, you know, I'm 40 years old, so I'm not hanging out in the streets and all that good stuff. At the most, I'll go to a bar, have a drink or two with a friend, call it a day, keep it simple, you know. But my best friend, we go places. We'll hang out every now and then, but we'll go on business trips. And then we'll have guys only trips. We'll have freaking fun and enjoy our lives because we're not married and because we don't have children. So for the most part, that's the kind of men I like to be associated with. Now, I don't mind being associated with married men if they are about business. Now, if you about some business, let's have a conversation. You know, that's just what it is. But majority of the time when I meet men that are about the business and living a different lifestyle, you know, it's like the Rich Gang. It's like that Rich Gang song. This my lifestyle. I don't even know the words like that, but all I better get it. They just did so many things to live this lifestyle. You know, I can't sing, so go ahead and laugh at me in the comment section. But that's what it is at the end of the day. You know, it's like it's all about the lifestyle you want to live. And that's why I always got more love and respect for the people that are living life on their own terms and not always trying to live on society's terms. Because that's, to me, that's one of the saddest things that anybody can do, is to constantly live a life to constantly please others. Now, when you're a parent, yeah, of course, you got to live life to please your children, you know, to a certain extent. But I'm just talking about society and adults and things of that nature. Because, yeah, when you're a parent, I can't speak on that. I'm not a parent, you know. So that's why I don't even try to hang out with parents like that. You know, nothing against them. But, you know, we don't speak the same language. And there's nothing wrong with that. I'm cool with everybody. I don't have an issue with anybody. But for the most part, I am considered to be antisocial because I just don't have time for the nonsense anymore. So if you're about the business, you know, being an asset to me is a person that can give you some great information. A lot of my friends who are parents and are married have great information. So that's being an asset. 2, you're fun to be around. And then number 3, you want to make some money moves together. So that's being an asset to me. You know, so I try to be that to others in various different ways. Give some good information, be fun to be around, and talk about making some money moves. So that is, in short, being an asset to me. But the main reason why I say I don't think I know I'm not parent material is because I love being able to get up and go when I want to. For the most part, I love being able to explore new things when I want to. I don't like taking long road trips. I'm all about getting on the airplane. So miss me with the long road trips. I did enough of that when I was a kid. As a grown man, if I can avoid it, and it needs, you know, I don't want to just take trips to go visit family members. I want to take trips and go to places that I've never been to before. That's my idea of a good time. That's my idea of fun. That's my idea of enjoying life. I mean, heck, if you're on my Instagram, if you're on my TikTok, heck, if you're even on my Facebook, and even on my YouTube, on all my social media platforms, Larry's Anything Goes LLC, you will see that this year of 2023, I've taken the most trips that I've ever taken in my whole life, and I love it. Okay? It has been worth it every single step of the way. It has brought me profound joy in every single moment, and even with, you know, through good times and through bad times. It has been a beautiful freaking thing because you know, now that I'm in my 40s, I'm all about hitting the bucket list. Okay, I'm in the bucket list part of my life right now, and having children isn't one of them. You know, I don't knock it. I'm not mad at it, but it ain't my thing. So I'll leave it at that. But yeah, that's really it with this rant that I have. It's you know, I haven't ranted about something like this in a minute, and it's like I said, I don't know. This is going to be a busy week, so I don't know how much time I'm going to have. So that's why I said, let me get this done now. And you know, let me know. Let me know if you're a parent. Let me know if you want to be a parent. Let me know if you don't want to be a parent. Give me the reasons in the comment section. You know, because either way, my mindset is like this: as long as you're not breaking the law, as long as you're not hurting anybody, you're living a great life. You're handling your business. You have a great life, you know, law-abiding citizen, paying your bills, making money moves with your job and your business. You're doing a great thing. You know, so don't, like, especially us as adults, we got to stop with this trying to live with the expectation of trying to be like other people. To me, that's just sad. It's lame. It's got to stop. All right, on some realness. So I'll leave it at that. But either way, you know, life is good in my personal opinion, and you know, hopefully, life gets better. You know, hopefully, you know, everything works out with my dog. You know, obviously, but yeah, that's just, I just wanted to put that out there because you know, we spend too much time worrying about what other people think. And I've always been under the mindset of if it doesn't have anything to do with collecting a check, life or death, there's no reason to get upset. So that's just that's my mindset in today's world. So if it's not affecting those specific areas, I worry about it. But yeah, that's the main reason I say I'm not parent material. And you know, it is what it is. So on that note, do the great three things: like, share, and subscribe. Hopefully you guys have a great night. I got that off my chest, and you know, it is what it is. We're gonna try to do our best to have a wonderful life and good things, and go from there. As I always say, make money moves, or you're gonna live real like a fool. Take